it can open your eyes. One book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power. Read and rise higher. 9R Tree. Better life begins in a book.
Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9R Tree's podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. Mind Your Body, a revolutionary program to release chronic pain and anxiety, by Nicole Sachs LCSW presents a mind-body approach to healing that challenges conventional views of chronic symptoms. Drawing from her own journey overcoming debilitating back pain and years of clinical practice, Sachs offers a structured, compassionate program to help readers understand the emotional roots of physical suffering. Instead of focusing solely on medications, procedures, or endless lifestyle hacks, this book explores how repressed emotions, stress, trauma, and perfectionistic tendencies can manifest as real, persistent pain and anxiety. Sachs blends neuroscience, psychology, and practical tools into an accessible guide that shows how the brain can both create and uncreate pain signals. With case studies, journaling techniques, and clear explanations, Mind Your Body invites readers to participate actively in their recovery. It aims to empower anyone who feels stuck, misunderstood, or hopeless in the face of chronic pain, fatigue, digestive issues, or anxiety-driven symptoms. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the mind-body connection and neuroplastic pain. A central theme of Mind Your Body is the concept of neuroplastic pain. Real physical pain generated or amplified by the brain in response to emotional conflict, stress, and long-held patterns of fear. Nicole Sachs explains how the nervous system, under chronic emotional strain, can become hypersensitized and interpret normal bodily signals as danger. This does not mean pain is imagined or fake. Rather, the brain mislabels safe sensations as threats. The book clarifies the role of the autonomic nervous system, how fight-or-flight responses get stuck in the ON position, and how childhood experiences, personality traits, and daily pressures all feed this loop. By understanding that the brain can change its wiring throughout life, readers are invited to see their symptoms not as permanent damage, but as learned patterns that can be unlearned. Sachs dismantles the stigma around psychosomatic issues by reframing them as a natural protective strategy gone awry, and shows that insight is the first step toward recovery. Secondly, repressed emotions and the role of personality. Sachs emphasizes that certain personality traits are closely linked to chronic pain and anxiety. People who are overly responsible, perfectionistic, eager to please, highly self-critical, or deeply sensitive. These individuals often push down anger, sadness, resentment, or fear because such emotions feel unacceptable or unsafe. Over time, this emotional suppression creates internal pressure the brain tries to manage by diverting attention into physical symptoms. Mind Your Body explores how early family dynamics, cultural expectations, and trauma can teach us to hide our true feelings in order to belong or stay safe. The book walks readers through recognizing their own emotional style without blame or shame. Sachs offers examples from clients who appeared high-functioning and successful, yet were silently overwhelmed. By making unconscious emotions conscious, readers begin to see how their past and present interactions fuel symptoms. This insight helps break the pattern of self-blame, replacing it with curiosity and compassion, which is essential for sustainable healing. Thirdly, journal speak. A daily practice for emotional release. One of the core tools in Mind Your Body is journal speak, a structured, often raw style of journaling designed to bypass the rational mind and access buried emotions. Sachs outlines how traditional journaling can stay on the surface, while journal speak encourages unfiltered honesty about anger, fear, jealousy, grief, and shame. The practice involves setting a timer, choosing targeted prompts, and writing without censoring or worrying about coherence or kindness. Sachs stresses that these pages are never meant to be reread or shared. Their value lies in emotional discharge, not in literary quality. By giving the nervous system a safe outlet for uncomfortable feelings, journal speak helps reduce the need for the brain to express distress through physical symptoms. The book provides guidance on what to write about: childhood experiences, current stressors, relationships, self-judgments, and how to handle resistance or discomfort. Over time, many readers and clients report less fear around their pain and a growing sense of emotional freedom, which supports genuine physical change. Fourthly, reframing pain and reducing fear. Fear is presented as fuel that keeps chronic pain and anxiety alive. When people interpret every spike of pain or flutter of anxiety as evidence of damage or catastrophe, the brain becomes more vigilant and amplifies symptoms further. Mind Your Body teaches readers to reframe their interpretation of sensations, from something dangerous and mysterious to a sign of a protective but misguided brain. Sachs offers language and mental frameworks that help you talk back to your symptoms, reminding the brain that you are safe. This cognitive re-education is paired with gradual behavior changes, such as gently resuming physical activities that have been avoided out of fear. By repeatedly pairing movement and everyday life with safety messages instead of panic, the nervous system slowly recalibrates. The book also addresses setbacks and symptom spikes, explaining how they often signal progress rather than failure. This new relationship with pain reduces the terror around flare-ups and builds confidence that the body is not broken beyond repair. Lastly, building a sustainable healing lifestyle. Beyond techniques, Sachs emphasizes building a sustainable way of living that supports long-term nervous system regulation. Mind Your Body encourages readers to integrate daily emotional hygiene through regular journal speak, honest self-reflection, and compassionate self-talk. The book discusses balancing self-care with responsibility, setting boundaries, and recognizing when people-pleasing or overachieving behaviors are pushing the body into overload. Sachs does not promise instant or linear recovery. Instead, she presents healing as a process that unfolds over months as new neural pathways strengthen. Practical guidance is offered on staying consistent when motivation dips, navigating skepticism from others, and blending this approach with appropriate medical care. The program aims to help readers move from a life organized around pain management to one centered on purpose, relationships, and joy. By anchoring the work in everyday practices rather than quick fixes, Sachs gives readers a realistic path to reclaim their lives from chronic pain and anxiety. In conclusion, Mind Your Body is especially suited for people living with chronic pain, medically unexplained symptoms, or persistent anxiety who feel stuck despite trying medications, procedures, or endless wellness routines. It is valuable for those with conditions such as back pain, migraines, irritable bowel, pelvic pain, fatigue syndromes, or general tension that has no clear structural cause or does not improve as expected. Readers who are introspective, open to psychological insight, or willing to experiment with a structured emotional practice will gain the most. This book distinguishes itself from others by offering a concrete, repeatable method. Journal speak backed by understandable explanations of brain science and years of clinical experience. Instead of promising magic cures, Sachs provides a realistic, empowering roadmap that places healing partly in your own hands. Choosing this book means investing in a framework that can transform not only your symptoms, but your relationship with stress, emotions, and self-worth, creating benefits that extend far beyond pain relief. If you would like to support Nicole Sachs LCSW, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.
1 minute can open your eyes. One book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power, read and rise higher. 9 or tree, better life.